Hi folks, this is Dr. Don. I want to take a few minutes and show you an example of how to use one of the free AI tools. In this case, I'm using the free version of ChatGPT to help me respond to an assignment that has code in it. Now this comes from the Data Literacy Lab 2, and the question I'm going to get help on is the second question. And here's kind of the lead in there. It tells us we're looking for a graph that shows a relationship between two variables, and it gives us the information about those variables, tells us which one to put on the x-axis and the y-axis. And then it says, first thing, remember you need to filter the information from Gapminder and put it in mid-frame remix. And then down here is the applicable parts again of additional instructions. And then it gives us a empty code block to put it in. And then the second part is then actually create the graph. So what I'm going to do is create a document in Posit Cloud, a text document that I can use then to transfer into ChatGPT. I jumped in here to my Posit Cloud, and I've got just a simple markdown document, which is a text document. And I started out the prompt giving some background. I'm a student working an assignment in R. I need to tell it R because Chat and most of the models assume you're using Python unless you tell them you're using a different language. I'll always do that. And I did that. And then I said, the instructions are below. Please help me edit the example code. And then it goes on down. These are the instructions I just copied directly from the web page. And here is step one. I did highlight that a little bit. Remember to filter the data. And this is the example code from the Lab 2 Rehearse 1. I just pasted that in there. And then step two again, I pasted that information in and then gave it the example code. So let's jump over to chat. You can see here, this is a chat session that I have going, and I just copied those instructions from that text document, pasted them in, and then ran it, to ask Chat to help me out. And it gave me very quickly step one. Here is the code you need. So you will just copy that code, go back over here to the Posit Cloud, and here's a simple worksheet I just opened up. I've got the first two required code chunks that are in the actual worksheet that loads the packages we need and the basic Gapminder information. And let me go ahead and clean this out because I've got to do that. Start from scratch here. Now you can see if I run this, creates the Gapminder, and I've got two empty code blocks. So this first one is where I'm going to paste at step one, Control Victor, to paste it in. We're going to create the filter and for the three countries we need, and also create the remix one data frame. So I do that, then I've got that object. Now I can go down here, put my cursor in the second block, go back to chat, and copy this code. And then just go right in Posit Cloud, paste it in, and run it. And you can see we got the graph we need, life expectancy versus GDP for three countries. It gave us a reasonable title, although it kind of runs off a little bit. You might want to edit that. But that's okay. And that worked just fine without me doing a whole lot of other work. So give this a try. Sometimes Chat doesn't get it right the first time. You might run a code chunk it gives you and it gives an error. And all you need to do then is just copy the error message that you get in RStudio or Posit Cloud, and then go back in here to ChatGPT and just start saying, okay, I ran the code chunk one and got this error, paste in the error message, and then give Chat a chance to respond and help you fix the error. But again, this time, no errors, first time. So I hope this helps.